Good morning, guys. Today it's going to be a really quick tutorial on how to tell time on a clock. So let's take a look. So I printed these clocks out instead of having to draw a million clocks. And I think you guys know, the first step with clocks, this is the most important thing, I think, is that you have to know which hand is the hour hand and which hand is the minute hand. Okay? So the hour hand is the short hand, and the minute hand is the long hand. And one way to remember that is hour. I always tell myself hour is the short word, H-O-U-R. It's only 4 letters. Minute is the long word, M-I-N-U-T-E. It's 7 letters, right? And so the minute hand is this one, and the hour hand is this one. If you don't know that, that's going to mess you up every single time. Okay, so on each clock, let's start off by finding the hour. So we take a look at the shorthand, okay, and we see it goes in between, and you have to look closely. It goes in between the 5 and the 6. So is the hour 5 or is the hour 6? Okay, well, we have to ask ourselves, which way do the hands move on a clock? And hopefully you guys know that the hands on a clock move in this direction. Right? So whichever hour the hour hand has passed is the hour it is. So this hour hand has moved this way, this way, this way, this way, this way. It's gone past the 5. It has not passed the 6. That means that the hour is 5. Okay, so the hour is 5 something. Okay, now let's find our minutes. To find the minute hand, or to find the minutes on a clock, you want to start at the 12, okay, and hop until you get close to the minute hand, but you don't want to hop past it, okay? And so you're going to see what I mean. So starting at the 12, we count by 5s. 5, 10. Should I hop to the 3? What would happen if I hopped to the 3? I would be hopping past the minute hand, right? So I don't want to hop to the 3 by 5s because that's going to take me past the minute hand. So now's the part where I count by 1s. So we've got 10, right? This mark is 11, 12, 13, 14. So first I counted by 5s, 5, 10. Then I counted by 1s, 11, 12, 13, 14. So the time this clock shows is 5:14. Okay? Let's take a look at the next clock. Start by finding the hour hand, which is the short one or the long one? The short one, right? And I look at the 2 numbers at the hour, that's this one. Okay? And I look at the 2 numbers the hour hand is in between. It's in between the 1 and the 2. So is it 1 o'clock or is it 2 o'clock? Well, we know the hands on a clock move this way, okay? So that means the hour hand has passed the 1, but it hasn't passed the 2, okay? That means that the hour is 1. Okay, so it's 1 something, and now we're going to go ahead and we're going to find the minutes. We're going to start at the top of the clock at the 12. We're going to count by 5s. And when you're doing this on the computer, you could even use your finger to make the hops. That would be my recommendation, like this. 5, 10, 15, okay? 5, 10, and I'm hopping all the way over here, right? 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. A lot of people get messed up down here on worksheets because if they're writing the time down below, things will get squished up and weird, and so be careful of that. 35. And now if I were to hop to the 8, I would be going past my friend the minute hand here, okay? So I'm not going to go ahead and hop to the 8. Now I'm going to start counting by 1. So this is 35. What comes after 35 if you add 1? 36, 37, and it's pointing right here at 38. So the time on this clock is 1:38. Okay? Let's take a look at 2 more clocks. Let me adjust things here. All right. Okay. Let's take a look at these guys. First, let's find the hour on this clock. Hour hand is the shorthand. That's this one. Kind of looks like it's pointing at the 4, right? But we have to look very closely. It's actually not pointing at the 4. If you were to follow the hand out a bit further, you'd see it's before the 4. This hour hand is actually pointing between 3 and 4. So that means the hour is 3 because it's past the 3, but it has not yet passed the 4. And I'm just going to write this down here to give myself a little more space. So the hour is 3, and now I'm going to go ahead and find the minutes. I'm going to start by counting by 5s at the 12. And sometimes, I think I told you guys to do this in class, even though, again, you can't do it on the computer, which I know is frustrating. Sometimes I like to mark where my minute hand falls, okay, with like a dot or something, so that when I am hopping around the clock, sometimes I've noticed in class you guys are just hop, 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 hop all the way around, then you'll end up back at 12. Huh? Yeah, sometimes you'll hop past the minute hand. So just be aware of where the minute hand is. And if you mess up, go ahead and start over, okay? Don't just try and go counting backwards by 5s, okay? So we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, okay? And now I'm not going to want to hop past my mark, right? Because it's going to mess me up if I go to 10. So I've counted by 5s. Now I need to count by 1. So this is 45 plus 1 more is 46 plus the final mark makes 47. So the time on this clock is 3:47. All right? Let's look at the last one. Okay, so we're going to start by finding the hour on this clock. The hour hand's the shorthand. And it's really, really close here. This is actually a really good example. So take a look. Follow the hour hand out. Is it on the 11 yet? No. It's so close. It's about to be on the 11, but it is not yet on the 11. Because look at where the minute hand is. Where is this minute hand about to be? It's about to be o'clock, right? It's about to change to the next hour. It's actually about to be 11 o'clock, but it's not. This hour hand is still technically between the 10 and 11, even though it's so close. So the hour is 10, okay? And the minute hand, I'll go ahead and I'll hop all the way around and I'll show you, is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, and my minute hand's right here, so I'm going to go ahead and mark that so I don't hop past it. So I'm on 50, 55. Now I can't hop all the way here, and I wouldn't really want to count by 5s anyway to here because that would give me 60, and there's no such thing as 1060, right? So this is 55, 56, 57, 58, 59. It is 10:59. It is almost 10:60. But what is 10:60? There's no such thing as 10:60, right? Because there's 60 minutes in an hour. So 10:60 is really, take the 60, turn it into a new hour, 11 o'clock, right? So we are 1 minute until 11 o'clock. And that's why the hour hand is so close to 11. Because you know how both of the hands on a clock move at the same time, right? So that means in a minute, this minute hand is literally in 1 minute. This minute hand's going to go boop. And then at the same time, the hour hand's going to go boop. And then this one's going to be pointing at the 12. And this one's going to be pointing right perfectly smack dab on the 11. And it'll be 11 o'clock. And that's why Listen, these are tricky. If your minute hand is on the 59 or the 58 or even the 57, you're going to see your hour hand looking very much like it's pointing at the next hour, but it's not. So you have to be really, really, really observant and sharp and checking very carefully to see where those hands are pointing. So good luck today, telling time. I believe in you. Telling time with clocks is something that takes practice. I'm an adult, and even I, when I'm telling time on a clock, have to take a minute, look at it, think about the hands. Okay, so don't rush through this. Thanks, guys. Have a good day. Oh, yearbooks are on sale for $25, and I moved the cat's being weird. And I moved the read aloud folder to the bottom of the classwork page, but it's down there and I'm posting new stuff. So stay with me. Thanks, guys.